we are now going to go back to a topic we've been talking about a lot, especially lately, which is Flock. I'm going to be reading here from 404 Media. Flock cameras, if you don't know, automatic license plate reader cameras that are all the pictures they take of our license plates are fed to one Flock system. Cops have access to them. They can track you intersection by intersection. Whether or not you have committed any crime, they have the ability to track us. And cops have immediately proven that they cannot handle that responsibility. Stalking women, pointing their guns at innocent people. But here, 404 Media is reporting on even further powers that cops have with their hands on Flock. So this article is titled, How Cops Use Flock to Track People, Not Cars. Police departments around the country have used Flock cameras at least hundreds of times to search for specific people, not cars, using searches as heavy-set male with black and white hat, person on skateboard, and person wearing orange vest and construction hat, according to data reviewed by 404 Media. Sometimes searches reference a target's race or signs of their political affiliation.
I know we always say, look, the lens, probably one of the, I don't know how the audience feels, but I know just me, when I see my limits, my lens is pop culture. I see everything through a fucking cartoon lens. We mentioned Batman a lot, but this is literally the Lucius Fox Batman, you find anybody you want machine that Lucius Fox was like.
Oh yes, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman.
Say Morgan Freeman for me, bro. Sorry, Quincy.
Quincy knows. Quincy's
yeah, he was nodding. Yeah. You got Quincy on your corner here. For me, yeah, Morgan Freeman. Yeah.
Sorry, he embodied the role so much I didn't even see Morgan Freeman anymore.
I know, he's a good actor.
Lucius Fox.
You're not gonna hear any Morgan Freeman shit talking from me.
But yeah, no, it's literally like cartoon supervillain device, like
Yes.
the fucking. It's like hearing the G.I. Joe weather machine is real, which it is.
Yeah.
It is.
What do you mean?
It is. No, they have weather, they fuck with the ions in the atmosphere and they control the weather.
Yeah, you're right.
Matter of fact, the conspiracy is.
I've heard about technology being
deployed on Iran.
Researched on this.
No, they use it for crops. It's like, I think it's a pretty open technology now.
Okay.
Like they use it for crops and just rebuilding an area or whatever. Like now it's not like the 70s where it's like weather machine. It's like actual. We use this to artificially.
Not a Tucker Carlson talking point.
But
you're
even
talking
deeper.
about here.
Now this is a conspiracy. is the this is a Tucker Carlson talking point. Is that in the Israel
Love that guy, by the way.
Iran war, they believe like Iran hit Israel, so many Israel facilities, that one of the facilities was a place that was used to mess with the crops in Iran and the rain in Iran and how much it gets. And so, and this is truly Twitter
Sounds
conspiracy. Like truly Reddit. But it was like the crops in Iran. Actually, I want to Google this. Have the crops in Iran grown since?
So, if I'm reading you correctly, Ashton is saying that the Jews control the weather? Is that what you're saying right now? I'm a little skeptical of Ashton and Tucker's claim here about ions or whatever the fuck you're talking about.
Turns
no,
out-
it's the ions. No, it's not anti-Semitic conspiracy. Look, the ions in the air, they shoot the ions.
Okay, first off, I want to say when it comes to Iran fertilizer thing, there is a food crisis there. No, they are not. They're not.
Yes, but that has to do with sanctions. And the other fertilizer issue has to do with the Strait of Hormuz.
So,
No special devices.
is there a such thing as a weather machine?
All right.
We here.
Yeah.
Weather control machine exists. Oh wait, no sci-fi weather machine can recreate a large scale
Okay.
cloud seeding. That's what I'm thinking of.
Cloud seeding.
Cloud seeding.
Okay.
They do this.
And you're sure that's not like data servers?
Is it
I gotta be honest. My faith in you on this is crumbling by the
It's a
moment.
weather modification technique used to enhance clouds' ability to produce rain or snow.
Okay.
It's a real.
Is it good? Does it work that good? I bet it doesn't work that good.
Usage and effectiveness. Effectiveness. According to the Desert Research Institute, cloud seeding can increase seasonal precipitation by about 10%. It cannot create clouds out of clear sky.
This is, by the way, someone's uncle on Thanksgiving, but Ashley's doing, by the way. No, it says right here that the ions they put into the sky, and they can cause rain and lightning and thunderstorms at will. It says right here. You can look it. So, I don't remember how we got the fucking weather control devices. We're talking about the surveillance states. Yes, the surveillance states. You know?
Thank you, Quincy. Yes.
In my opinion, you know, the surveillance state doesn't need weather control to still be, you know, an
Look,
issue
man,
worthy of discussion.
I was just bringing up some shit I saw on the internet, dog.
I know you were.
I didn't say I believed the shit.
Sure.
I just said I seen this on the internet.
Yeah.
That don't necessarily mean I fuck with it.
Yes.
Man,
Sure.
keep reading your little goddamn article. Read your little ass article about Flock.
No, look. I will tell you. Look, the original point you were making, that we are now in sci-fi territory of surveillance. I think, yeah, that is a great point, that most people aren't aware that we are, as we speak, entering a new phase of mass surveillance. That the past is what was like Patriot Act, simple, like, oh, they can read our texts if they want, they could read our emails, they could listen to our phone calls if they want. Now they are tracking our physical location.
They're creating
Via video, like, and let me. Sorry, I just wanted to add that last part, because they used to be able. Of course, they could track your phone, but now there is video surveillance of us wherever we go, whether it is these Flock ALPR cameras or, as we'll discuss shortly, the police drones hovering above us.
It's pretty clear what's happening. They are engineering a society that is always being watched, so we always have to behave properly. And not to say, like, you know, behave properly, be, you know, a good person. That being said, they're creating an environment to where whatever the governmental laws are at the time, if they'll go through your phone, they have a technology to see if you're not subscribing to or the belief system. We literally live in a society right now. Right now, this is like with Trump taking people off of registering like leftist ideology as like domestic terroristic threats, or like as a part of like terroristic like ideology. Even putting those in the same two worlds, it's like believing like people should have like sustainable living and housing, and just like the corporation shouldn't be able to make massive decisions for populations, and there should be billionaires should pay their fair share in taxes, or like wealth redistribution. And they're trying to make that ideology, radical left-wing ideology, as like a threat. It's a threat to our nation. And so we got to wipe out a threat. They use very violent language and accompanied with pure, good-hearted, like, ideology. They try to make it negative. They try to, like, make it bad. We've really entered the age where, like, the administration and people in power will stalk you and punish you for just your thoughts and the things you say. And now the technology is finally gonna like.
Yes. Well, I like that you brought up what you brought up about like the wealth distribution and all that, because it's capitalism running its course at the end of the day, right? Like the technology exists So what's going to happen? People are going to try to make money off of it. What is the easiest, surefire way to maximize the profit you could make out of this technology if you are a tech company? Sell it to the military, sell it to the cops, sell it to these entities that have unlimited taxpayer money. They are going to pay for it because it's not even their money to begin with. They're going to give it to you. And then it just goes into play. There's no democracy here. There's no voting on this. It's just capitalism.
And I think capitalism
business.
I think capitalism is the engine that's like keeping it going. But I think if you watch the arc of what's happening, the power part is like, oh well, the arc of this is capitalism is like it's gathering all the parts and putting it together. But the thing that is creating is this state of like everybody is going to be just you're watched, you're tracked, you're anything you say, they know they have a behavioral algorithm that's can determine what you're thinking right now, and then maybe they'll categorize you in a section of should be watched, on the cusp of being watched, or let's keep watching what your digital footprint is, and create patterns about you, and do like literally in the area of Minority Report precog damn near.
Yeah, no, CIA literally is working on is doing this, making profiles of us that include our political affiliations based on our digital footprints online, and and everyone is warning like these are not going to be accurate. This is just going to lead to more losses of Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment rights as we are surveilled, profiled, and targeted from more and more sides at once each passing day. So let's go back to this article.
Yeah.
So this article is about specifically the fact that, one of the defenses that cops will use about Flock tracking all of us as we drive around is that, hey, you're in public. Because you're in public, you can't be granted privacy. That is an argument. I think it's a bad argument because, there's one thing about being in public. There's another thing being followed and tracked when you have not been accused of committing any crime. So it's a bad argument, but that's still the argument they use. But this even derails that argument because this is showing how cops are using these Flock cameras not just to track public vehicles, but to track the people inside those vehicles. So the searches highlight that while most people associate Flock cameras with scanning license plates and tracking vehicles, some of the cameras are also capable of following the movements of particular people or groups of people. Flock's nationwide network of cameras let police officers in one state search for a vehicle across many other states at once. The people searches do a similar thing, typically on a smaller scale, sometimes querying many hundreds of cameras at once. These are called free-form searches and allow cops to use Flock's system as though they would use a search engine, with Flock's AI and image recognition interpreting what footage and which people are relevant to a police officer's search. This is fucking terrifying. All these quote-unquote license plate readers, cameras set up, which remember, the original way the public was sold these license plate reader cameras is that they are there to track stolen vehicles or help a kid who has been kidnapped. That's why we have these license plate camera readers set up. That's what we were sold years ago. Public generally was like, okay, that makes sense. Now we are in this area where all these cameras have AI attached to them, and these cops can just put in a query. Like it mentioned there, tall white guy wearing a backwards hat, and have access to the entire nationwide network of Flock, and it's going to do its AI thing and come up with matches and give it to them. And now these armed, many times lunatics are just going to go after these targets.
Dude, they are like building up. Each decade that goes by, I'm like, what is this? Is this police? I don't get why they need all of this. It's like... is the threat of like is crime getting is crime this like each person is a
Such a great
supervillain?
point. Such a great point. Yeah,
Like,
crime has gone down. Violent crime has gone down over the decades. And yeah, that's a great point. Like, shouldn't this surveillance, if we're being punished with this surveillance, can it at least like correlate to how good we're doing? We're doing good.
Yeah.
Police, we're not doing crimes as much as we was before.
And it's like not only that, but just like even at the level of crime that's happened, was the issue people weren't being surveilled enough, or were the issues systemic in like the things that cause crime? Not that the problem is people weren't being watched 24/7. It was the problem is people didn't have access to food and groceries and jobs and stuff like that. So.
Well, my answer to your question is, back to what I was just saying a second ago. Like, there is no why. There is no thought. It's just the technology exists. And so how do you make money off of it? The biggest customer will be the state. Yes. So now we live under this. Why? Not because of crime, not because of safety, because it's simply possible now. And so when it comes to technology, comes money. All of a sudden now we're living under it merely because it's possible, and we live under this sort of wild, wild west capitalism with no guardrails. And so there is going to be the implementation of the technology will happen before there's any laws surrounding it, before there's any even discussion about it.
Yes.
Insane. But that was, again, we're having a lot of discussion this episode. So no, I'm saying we've already. I'm not going to read the rest of the article. We've gone through the gist of it. A lot of it goes through like many examples they found of these queries the police are putting into Flock. That's just looking for people, individuals, and describing them. Not cars, and again, relying on Flock's AI to give them these results that they can go guns drawn, head first, tears streaming down their face, scared for their lives, ready to make a split-second decision off of these fucking ChatGPT results they're getting from Flock.
Yeah, well, man, this age of tech and policing is going to be. I used to love tech so much. I used to love technology. Now, the past like 5 years.
You were like Metal Gear Solid 2?
Yeah, I could not wait.
I love technology.
I could not wait. I thought it was going to be like flying cars and like silver machines and shit. Like, and just like big ass, like glossy skyscrapers and shit.
No.
It's just being watched.
Yeah.
No, people are just going to be looking at you the whole time. It's going to be weird.
Yeah.
We're going to give every cop in America the ability to stalk you via Flock nationwide.
That's the progress of the future, is that you can, with only 6 months of training, have the power now to watch everyone in your city.
You would think like this, like, because when Edward Snowden made the big, did his big one and like said the NSA is watching you. I just thought that it was just like, a shadowy cabal of like people who wear robes, like and they're butt naked behind them.
Those were the good old days.
Yeah, when it's just like, my lord, my liege.
Yeah.
And they all have to like put like slit their wrist and they put it in like a bowl, and that's how they get access to the machine that allows them to become God of the world. Yeah. You thought like it would be like this big, but no. Now every cop can just scan and just put on the fucking X-Men Cerebros helmet and like show me every Mexican.
Yeah.
And
now it's just some guy who's like, Iran's gonna learn one of these days. Yeah. Trust me. Trump, you need me? Let me know. Put me in.
Yeah, but all right, we'll go.